I think LinkedIn is one of, if not the most powerful platforms right now for entrepreneurs who have some sort of maybe high ticket service. If you're a coach, consultant, a lawyer, a CPA, like it is one of the most powerful platforms for growing your business. But the problem is, what I've experienced is a lot of people are sleeping on it. They don't know how to use this platform to its maximum effect. And so they're on there, they're well-intentioned, they're doing a lot of things, but it's a lot of like flapping in the breeze, and it's not really moving them closer to their goals. So today what I want to share with you is 3 ways that you can crush LinkedIn, how you can use that platform to double your business in the next 12 months. And I know this from firsthand experience because about this time last year, so this would have been May 2023, I had about 6,000, 7,000 followers on LinkedIn. We posted content there, we would repurpose it from the other platforms, but I never really took it very seriously until May of 2023. Decided to get very serious about it, and we doubled down inside it in terms of the content that we were creating and how we were using the platform. Fast forward 1 year, we have about 100,000 followers on LinkedIn. So that's it's like 15x, right? So very good growth. We're a top voice on LinkedIn, which is an award that they give out to a few creators every single year saying, hey, you've made a good impact on the community. And then we've used this, maybe most importantly, isn't just the likes and the vanity metrics of like, oh, people are engaging and seeing the content. It's not really about that, right? Because likes aren't cash. We want to have a business outcome we're driving towards. And that's been the most empowering thing for our business, is how we've been able to leverage LinkedIn to grow our different businesses. So I want to share with you just 3 things to think about. If you want to go deeper into this, I have a LinkedIn blueprint. You're going to want to email me or don't email me. Go to Instagram. Find me on Instagram, the Anthony Vicino, and DM me. The reason Instagram, I'm sending you there is, one, we're trying to grow the Instagram. That's the account that we're trying to focus on this year. We've had great success on LinkedIn and Twitter and YouTube. Instagram is the platform we've struggled to grow on the most, so I'm going to send you there. But the other reason is that it has the best messaging. So your DMs are more likely to get to me. I found that on Twitter and LinkedIn, it often falls into the void. So find me, the Anthony Vicino, on Instagram, and DM me LinkedIn. I will send you the blueprint written out with examples and some video trainings that you can go through to optimize your LinkedIn presence so that you can get the most out of that. Now, the number one reason this is so important, even if LinkedIn is not your primary lead gen vehicle, every individual needs to have a LinkedIn page. You need to have it optimized. And the reason for this, I challenge you right now to go Google your name. Google your name and see what pops up. And maybe you have a famous name, and so other people more famous are going to show up. So Google your name plus your business or whatever, right? My guess is if you have a LinkedIn profile right now, your LinkedIn profile, even if it's not optimized, is going to rank in the top 3 search results. It's going to be right up there alongside your personal website, your company website, whatever, right? The reason for that is LinkedIn has incredibly powerful SEO. And so if you have a suboptimal LinkedIn profile, it's going to hurt your credibility in the eyes of a prospective client. Because when I meet somebody, let's say you are giving legal services and I meet you at a meetup, right? And you're like, hey, I do this thing. And I like, oh, you're a cool dude. Let me go Google you. That's the first thing we do after we meet people. We Google them. And then whatever shows up, I'm going to click on the first couple of links and I'm going to click what looks familiar, that being LinkedIn. I'm going to make sure that I got the right person. I'm going to look at your face. I want to look where you've been. And my first impression of you is going to be heavily influenced based on your LinkedIn profile. And the way to think about this is that you are only ever increasing your influence or decreasing your influence in the eyes of a prospect. We don't want our LinkedIn profile to be the thing that is decreasing our credibility. So it all starts in the profile. That is the first step in crushing LinkedIn, getting an optimal profile. Now, the most important part of your profile is the top. When somebody lands, they're going to see the header images, they're going to see your profile picture, they're going to see your little bio, and then there's usually a little link to call to action. I'm not going to go into the details of how to optimize all that stuff right now. Again, if you want the blueprint, go find me Instagram, the Anthony Vicino, DM me LinkedIn. I'll send you some more information so that you can see visual examples of how to optimize that. But your profile is the very first thing that you really want to take seriously. Number 2, the content. Your content has a lot of potential reach on LinkedIn. It is, I think, the most underdeveloped of all social media platforms. And what that means is that as a creator, you have the ability to create a piece of content even though you don't have a massive following, and it could potentially get pushed out to hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people. It's very hard to do on Twitter or on Instagram at this point. Those are very mature platforms. But LinkedIn, you still have this window of opportunity where your content can go massively viral, attract a lot of eyeballs to you. The other side of the content game that I want you to consider is not just putting out your own content, but surfing the wave of other people's content. My content, for example, will generally get about 100 comments every single day. And so that is 100 people who, if you are serving a similar target audience, that are at least seeing my post, right? For every comment, there's probably 10 people who are scrolling through the comments who aren't saying anything. A lot of lurkers, right? So if you go in and you leave a deep, thoughtful, value-added comment in the comment of one of my posts, for example, then other people are going to see that. They might click over, become interested about what you're doing, and want to learn more about you, right? And this is how we create this kind of like trickle-down waterfall funnel effect. So, step one, get your profile dialed. Number two, start creating content and start engaging with other people's content. Now, the content on LinkedIn that works best, I did a viral hooks ebook a while back. Let me see real quickly. What's the link for that? I would highly recommend everybody go download this. Yeah, you can go to anthonyvicino.com/viral. Go download this. And, actually, this is just a blog article, so you don't need to give me your email or anything. Just go consume this. That'll share how to think through creating viral content, not just for LinkedIn, but for all the platforms. That's a very valuable piece of content right there, completely for free on the website. So anthonyvicino.com/viral. Go check it out. Okay, the third thing to crush on LinkedIn are the DMs. Now, most people on LinkedIn DM like an absolute Neanderthal. They are just spamming their services. They're like, hey, I saw you're in this. Here's my thing. Buy my thing, blah, 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 blah. And they're giving you like their resume, their entire bio. They'll just out of the blue, like send you a book. And you're like, I'm not going to do anything with this. Most people who are cold DMing and reaching out, trying to engage on LinkedIn are doing it so wrong that it's actually given the platform a really bad name. Because of all the platforms, I've never seen people misuse the DM function so poorly. But this creates an opportunity for us who can go in and do it well. And the truth is, it doesn't take a lot to do it well. Here's the secret. Number one is you're going to be growing. You every day you want to be going onto LinkedIn and finding 10 to 15 people that look like good, solid connections. Maybe they're engaging in the comments of somebody who is a similar service or product provider as you. You're going in the comments. You're like, oh, this guy is engaging a lot. I should befriend him. When you friend him, you say, hey, I saw your comment on so and so's post. Really enjoyed your perspective. And would love to connect. Very simple. There's no pitch. There's no sale. Just, hey, I saw you. You looked cool. You said some things. Let's connect, right? Then you nurture that relationship for a little bit, engage with their content, and then at some point you slide back into the DMs and you compliment them. You reach out like a normal human in a way to create and foster a genuine connection. And you ask questions like, hey, are you also an entrepreneur? Are you building this thing as well? Are you also a lawyer? Or are you looking for legal services? Like what's your deal? Tell me about you. Right. And then you are trying to qualify them in those DMs and put them into a bucket of, is this a person that I could serve with my product or service, or is it not? And if it's not, cool. Hey, thanks. I really appreciate the connection. Keep doing you. And then go focus on the people that you maybe are a better fit for actually serving, right? But you do this, it's a long slog. It's not just send one email and make the sale. It's nurturing the relationship over time and seeing if there's actually a pain point that they have that you can help them solve. And you uncover that slowly, not just by just going in and trying to get to third base on the first date, you weirdo. Go slow. But if you do this, and you do it every single day, then within just a couple of months, you're going to start having more lead flow for your business than you even know what to do with. Genuinely, it's going to be wild. One complete side tactic. This works on Instagram, Twitter, any of the platforms really, except for YouTube. This doesn't work there because it doesn't have any kind of DM function. Whenever somebody follows you, you should, within the first 24 hours, respond to them immediately. Hey, so-and-so, with a wavy hand, or how you doing? I appreciate the follow. Thanks for connecting. Thanks for engaging with the content, whatever it is. And then lead them forward in trying to put them into one of the two buckets. Is this somebody I can serve or is this not? You do this by asking a very simple question, such as, are you just digging the content? Or are you looking for some legal advice as well? Or are you looking for a new CPA? Or are you looking for ways to save on your taxes? Or whatever the product is. You're looking for a new landing page for your website, right? So it's, hey, thanks for connecting. I appreciate it. Are you just digging the content? Or are you such and such? Which, leading idea, that's like your ideal avatar that you're trying to put them into the bucket. This is called Sale by Chat. It's very effective. I first learned this many years ago from Taki Moore, but this has become very, very popular over the last few years, and it's been a massive part of our lead gen business for the coaching and consulting side of what we do at Beyond the Apex. So very, very powerful. Implement if you want to learn more about how to do it, about the tactics and strategies of it. Go to beyondtheapex.com and apply for the group coaching program that we just launched, and we'll see if you're a good fit. But we have had some amazing results so far from the clients who've gone through the program. And it's not just learning how to sell. It's learning how to generate the leads. It's learning how to build the teams. It's learning about how to manage the finances. It's everything I wish I knew about building a business when I first started that has taken me the better part of 15 years to figure out. So goal of the program is just to accelerate your learning so you can maximize your return on life even sooner, so that you can get back to doing the things that you love and make an impact on the world. So that's going to do it for me, guys and gals. As always, I appreciate you being here. Remember, if you want any of the resources that we talked about here on the episode today, just find me on LinkedIn, Instagram or LinkedIn, either one. Reach out to me and we'll get you over those resources. But until then, stay hyper focused, my friends.